Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at this little guy here, an HDMI to USB-C adapter. Now, you may be thinking, I need to pick up a pair of these glasses. What other accessories do I need to get? Something like this. Something like this, prescription lenses for your device as well. Video coming up soon, so make sure you have subscribed. Or maybe you've already picked up a device and you're working out how you can plug it into a computer, for example. If you haven't picked up your device yet, make sure you use MysticNZ code at checkout. Save yourself 10% off the device. Now, what is this here? Basically, what this does is you plug it into the HDMI port on a computer or PlayStation, on a handheld device, and what it does is it converts it into a Type-C port. And then what you can do from that is you get your glasses, for example, these RayNeo 4s, and you plug it into there. Now, why would you want one of these? Now, a lot of devices do not include DisplayPort out on the USB ports. For example, if we have a look at my laptop here, has a Type-C port on it right there. However, it doesn't support DisplayPort out. So what I need to do is use this little device here, plug it into the HDMI port there, plug this end here into the USB port right next to it. So this gives it power, and then I just plug the device straight into it. Easy, simple, perfect if you want to get a second display on, for example, a laptop or a computer. Or another really cool example is a NUC. So with these little devices here, you can just have this plugged into power, and then on the back, plug this into the HDMI, plug this into the USB, and then plug your headphones, your glasses directly into there. Now, the cool thing about this is it's such a tiny little package, and all you're going to need is a power supply, because the glasses themselves do not need any sort of external power. Now, when you've plugged this in, this will just pop up like you are using a normal monitor. So it doesn't have what's called 3 degrees of freedom or 3 DOF. It'll just look like it's got a screen right in front of you. Now, there is a way you can get 3 degrees of freedom or 3 DOF working. We have a video coming up soon that's using Vitro XR. Now, when you pick up one of these? Now, 16 bucks, 16 US from Temu for one of these here. I've got a link below for this. Less than $20. It supports 4K. The RayNeos goes up to 1080p 120 hertz, which this does support as well. I have tested that myself. So it's very cheap to pick one of these up and get working straight away. Now, there is some pros and some cons. So pros with this is it works with pretty much anything that's got an HDMI out. If you're wanting to use it on, for example, a switch, it would need to be plugged into the dock and then plugged into that. So I don't know how practical that would be, but it'll work with any HDMI output. So this can be on a full-size computer, like plug it into my 4080 Super, or on a laptop like I showed before. Some of the cons are I would recommend getting a longer Type-C cable, because with the Type-C cable that comes with the device is quite short. So you may need to get something a bit bigger. If you do have any questions about the HDMI to USB-C, or any other questions about the RayNeo Air 4 Pros, please put a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and use the code MysticNZ at checkout whenever you're purchasing from the RayNeo website. Cheers.